E siamo qui con Marco, il rappresentante della Croazia. Hi Marco, welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me to talk to you.
Let's start obviously about talking about Poison Cake, how it's born.
Well, the song was created in an international collaboration with a team from the Netherlands, the UK, and Ireland, and also with my producer in Zagreb. So I got the first demo, and then I definitely heard the potential to create something different and something unique. So I really wanted to work on that vision and to develop it further with my team. So I'm really happy with the cake that we've baked in the end.
And which is the message you wanna share with your song?
Well, it's definitely about all of the people who have ever felt ostracized, marginalized, or like they're, being scrutinized for what they are. It's basically a powerful song about actually standing up for yourself. And there's a lot of metaphors in there that make it seem like it's about, I don't know, literal poison with cake. It's not that literal. It's just used as a metaphor that like we all have some situations or some people that we really want for them to get what they deserve in a way. And
Yes.
this is not a song that's talking about all of the happy emotions. Like the message is not love, acceptance, unity. So it's not something that people can click with in an instant. It's a bit darker than that. It's about all of these dark parts of ourselves that are not really like socially accepted to socially acceptable to say out loud. So it's definitely about the feelings of anger and frustration and like wanting to get some balance in the universe in a way. So definitely a complex message and a risky one at the same time.
Yeah. And also in the video clip, there's the scene with the snake and the apple, kind of reminding of Adam and Eve story. So how's the idea born for the clip?
Well, definitely, Elisabetta worked really, really hard on developing the video, but I also feel like we wanted to play with these, like what does poison and what does sin actually mean and represent to people, you know? So I think that one of the main pictures that come into mind is like the Garden of Eden, and then, this combination of something that looks so attractive but is actually poisonous on the inside, and that's also poison cake, that like things are not as they seem, that something can look very beautiful but it can hide true poison inside of it. But also it references a lot of like historical things, because we know that Cleopatra also died by poison, and Romeo and Juliet. So like we have all of these different stories where poison is included. So this is just one of them. But the music video is definitely very challenging, but super, super good, because I had to become best friend with a huge snake. His name is Abdul, and he is 2 meters long and 7 kilograms heavy. So I really had to become best friends with him. And I was scared of snakes before shooting the video, but then after it, I think I successfully won over my fear.
And what we will see on the stage in Basel.
Well, unfortunately, not Abdul. I cannot take him with me, even though I really wanted to. But we will see a different story. We will see something that's not resembling the national performance. We will have different LEDs, different aesthetics, different lights, different choreography, different outfits. So it's gonna be much, much better, and I'm gonna be in better vocal health. So people don't have to worry about my voice cracking. So it's going to be very good. And I really think we can surprise everyone and maybe give a little bit of a shock factor, because right now nobody's expecting a lot from us. So I'm completely aware that the only way is up for us. So I just hope that people can recognize that and really appreciate the theatrical artistry that we are trying to deliver, because in 3 minutes there's a lot of fast changes and it's going to be very dynamic. So it's almost like a little theater play playing out in front of a huge, huge audience in like 3 minutes. So I really hope that we can get that idea across on as many people as possible.
Yeah. And how do you see the musical scene in Croatia?
I still feel like it's pretty underdeveloped, maybe, and like there is not enough of variety and genre bending. But I see a few individuals who are working on that, and myself included, who are really trying to do something different. I mean, I love Balkan ballads. I was singing in the national final 3 years ago when the contest was in Italy, so I finished second. But people were very shocked. Why am I moving from a ballad to a song like Poison Cake? Because to me, that's what music is about artistic expression and about finding and following your intuition and just experimenting with music and playing with it. I think that's what's important. So this song is definitely something that's given me a lot of freedom, and maybe it's gonna give freedom to a lot of other people in Croatia to develop something that's not inside of the norm, but it's a bit outside of it.
Yeah, and last year, Baby Lasagna almost got the win at
Yes.
Eurovision. This thing makes you more pressure from your country or something.
Yeah, I mean, they are trying to pressure me, but I just refuse to feel pressured because I never want to compare myself with anybody. I think comparison is the death of your humanity, and if you're always comparing yourself with others, then you are not truly achieving anything. It's not healthy for your mind. It's not healthy for anyone involved with the project. So I am very, very happy about his result, and I was watching it and rooting for him, and everyone was super proud. I'm not getting nearly the same treatment as he did last year, but that is completely fine because we are different artists and we are creating a completely different story. So I don't feel pressured, but I really appreciate the genuine wish of people to pressure me. But it's it's not happening because I'm not comparing myself.
Yeah, and how the perception of the Eurovision in Croatia changed after this result?
Well, now everybody is an expert, you know. Like we already have a country full of football experts, of handball experts, water polo experts, tennis experts, and now it's time to have some Eurovision ones as well. So yeah, now everyone is just being really really vocal about what they feel and how they think it should look like and work like, but. I'm really, really putting all of my trust in myself and in my team, and I know that we will do an amazing job in Basel.
And what do you know instead about Italian music?
I love Italian music. I think it's very charming, and the language is obviously completely beautiful, and then just it sounds definitely nice than most of the European languages because it has this nice flow to it. And I also love Italy's song this year. There is something really artistic about Lucio. Is that his name?
Yeah, Lucio.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lucio. Yeah, something really artistic and something really like deep and in his eyes you can see that he's like this artist, and I love that he's giving us true art, so it's definitely gonna be uh an amazing performance to watch for sure.
And what do you think instead about artificial intelligence in music?
Oh my God, no. Just completely no. I mean, if it can, improve in some terms of production, like if it can make production quicker, then yes. But in terms of like writing or putting in the emotion and the essence of the soul, it's never gonna be able to replace a human being, no matter how much we develop it. It still doesn't come from the same intention. Therefore, it's never gonna replace us in that sense.
And what does the Eurovision means to you?
Basically everything. Since I was a very small child, I was just dreaming of being in Eurovision, and I was always forcing my family and friends and everyone to watch it with me. And then when I was growing up, I was organizing viewing parties and like giving out scoreboards to people and being a true Eurovision fan. And now I'm a part of it, so it's definitely a dream come true. Like I definitely made it in some sense, but now I know the work that I want to put in to give that one last push to achieve my dream even more.
And which in the Eurovision history is a song you would have liked to have written or that you like
Ooh,
particularly?
I definitely from Croatia like Maria Magdalena and Mastikla, like these are just iconic entries, but I would love to write both of the Loreen winning songs because I think it would, yeah, that would make sense. But in general, I do appreciate a lot of songs that don't finish that high up in the competition, like Love Injected from Aminata in 2015 or Nina Sublati Warrior. So like there's a lot of songs that don't finish very high up in the final, but in my mind they are bangers. So yeah.
Yeah. And which is the aspect of the Eurovision community that you like the most?
The community, actually, the sense of community and really the feeling that it's all a huge family who's really like open and receptive to all different kinds of backgrounds and all different kinds of, beliefs. And it's just beautiful to see and to feel supported in all of the pre-parties and with all of these interviews. You really feel like it's a special time of the year and what Olympics are for other people, I think that's what Eurovision is for us, Eurovision fans. So the community is definitely um, beautiful, and you can feel love. So that's my favorite part about all of this process.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Marco. It's been a
Thank
pleasure
you
and
so
see you
much.
in Basel.
Yes, see you in Basel. Bye.